test guys. We're now doing my video of St. John Parish Church once again. I will, I will go back around and do another circle, go in the church and come back out. Like what I'm accustomed doing, like what I did just now. I want to go back in the church before it closes. I'm gonna go back in St. John Parish Church again. Do another video in this historic church. First of all, there are tombs laying under our feet. And this is the baptismal font. These are all tombs laying under our feet. And this is the sculpture by Madonna and Child. The sculpture of Madonna and Child with the infant St. John beneath her feet. Madonna and Child sculpture with the infant St. John beneath her feet. I forgot to show you this in the other vlog. And this plaque here speaks for itself. St. John's churchyard here. Hi. St. John's church here. St. John's Parish Church is an Anglican Episcopal church.
But even when it was rebuilt, it was over 200 years ago.
Yeah, it was rebuilt in 1676.
About 200 years.
This shrine by Hurricane was dedicated in 1826.
So St. John's Parish Church, first erected in 1645, destroyed by fire and rebuilt in 1676, destroyed by hurricane and rededicated in 1836. So as I said before, tourists come to visit this church daily. Both tourists from the tourist boat when it comes in, and both other tourists who visited the island. St. John Parish Church is a beautiful rural church in the countryside. A majestic church as well, almost the same size as the cathedral. The beautiful pipe work, the beautiful pipes for the organ, and the 10 Commandments is behind the organ. The 10 Commandments, which was built, the pipes for the organ, and the 10 Commandments in the background, which is on the tower, which was placed there many years ago for persons who couldn't have access to the Bible or books. But now everyone has a Bible, or should have a Bible and books. This is the pipes for the organ. The organ used to be up here before, but now the pipes are here just for showing her. So I forgot to mention that this is the plaque in memory of Christopher Henry Messiah, in which Messiah Street in this parish, St. John, is also named after. Christopher Henry Messiah, who died in this parish on the 18th of March in 1872. Hence the name Messiah Street, and the Francis Super Bailey of Malvern, St. John, also on this parish. In this island, he died on the island of Penag, which he was recorder of the 16th of October, 1824, in the 35th year of his age, in the beloved death lamented. in memory of Robert Stewart Fraser, who was the father of Professor Henry Fraser, who was a heart surgeon, and he was also a doctor, and heart surgeon and a doctor. And he was also a lecturer at University of the West Indies at Capefield campus. His father, Robert Stewart Fraser, born the 15th of October 1903 and died the 6th of April 1993, parochial church treasurer of this parish from 1944 to 1959, and his wife, Lauren Mitchelson Fraser, born the 17th of July 1911 and died the 26th of October 1994, who was mistress of this parish from 1941 to 1960. To love is to serve. And this is in memory of the Haynes family, who were plantation owners in St. John as well. Had a lot of plantations in this parish, and they are laid to rest in the churchyard as well. The Haynes family helped to build this church, and they also laid the foundation for Mount Tabor Moravian Church, which is also in St. John in this parish, and St. Margaret's Church, which is also in St. John. This is the new organ here that they are now unveiling. It hasn't been unboxed yet. The new organ. And next to the hymn board here, you can see how they're putting up the pipe work here. The speaker work, the sound system, or whatever it is for the organ, for the sound to come out. You can see that it is being done here. Next to the hymn board is a memoriam of Henry Francis Hart of Ashford Estate in this same parish, St. John, born the 30th of November 1794 and died the 9th of November 1876, and Mary Parish Hart, wife of the above, born the 40th of December 1800 and died the 4th of August 1877. In memoriam, Henry Francis Hart of Ashford Estate in this parish, for many years parochial treasurer of St. John, died the 16th of July 1916 at age 75, and Mary Lucretia Hart, wife of the above, died January 23rd, 1920 at the age of 78 years. So this is the chancel now where the choir sits, and you can see the lovely stained glass windows and the beautiful altar. And these tablets here are in memoriam of the priests who served St. John. The first rector here in memoriam of the Reverend William Leslie, first rector of St. John Parish Church from 1653 to 1676, grandson of the 5th Laird of King Crecy, and great-grandson by his grandmother John Leslie, 8th Baron of Barrow Queen. And in memory of Alvin E. Simmons, rector of this church from 1951 to 1962. He was a diligent priest. In memory of Reverend Dudley Moore, rector of this parish from 1943 to 1950, he was the one who baptized and christened Professor Henry Fraser. Clement Culpern, rector of this church from 1928 to 1943. And in memory of Charles Clark Hunt, rector of St. John from 1904 to 1925, canon and rural dean. So all these tablets here, these memorials are in memory of the rectors, priests who serve this church. Beautiful altar. And I forgot to mention that this pulpit here was made from 6 different types of wood. 6 different types of wood helped to make this pulpit. And these are the pews here, years ago. People used to pay a rent to sit down in the pews, and colored people couldn't sit down in these seats either. That was many years ago. The pipes for the organ. As I said before, under our feet are tombs. The donation box here. history of the church. So this is St. John Parish Churchyard. You can see the gift shop here. From here you can get a good view of the East Coast, mostly northeasterly you can see from here. So this is church view in St. John on Clifton Hall. And from here you can get a good view of the East Coast, mostly northeasterly from this section. You can see down to St. Margaret's Church in St. John, which was built by Margaret Haynes, also a member of the Haynes family. St. Margaret's is the sister church to St. John Parish Church. St. Margaret is the chapel of East to St. John. So the same priest who served St. John Parish Church will serve St. Margaret. You can see the church at the bottom here, in the center of the screen. At Newcastle, St. John, that'll be St. Margaret's Church. All here is the East Coast. You can see into the Scotland district of Barbados in the parishes of St. Andrew and St. Joseph. St. Joseph and St. Andrew. You can see all across to Chalky Mount, St. Andrew, and the sleeping giant next to it. The name Chalky Mount came about because of the hills there are made of clay. That's where you get the clay to make the utensils from the Chalky Mount pottery. And the sleeping giant is right next door. The sleeping giant is referred to as such because of its resemblance to the giant laying on its mouth, because of its shape with the giant laying on its mouth with a leaf or something in that, like that. The giant laying on its back with a leaf formation or something in its mouth. St. John Parish Church sits on Hackerton's Cliff. This is the part of Hackerton's Cliff. The other side of Hackerton's Cliff is where the other side of St. John, which borders St. John and St. Joseph. That part of Hackerton's Cliff. So this is a beautiful rural church in the countryside. So now entering the cemetery. As I said before, only certain people can get buried in this cemetery. Only certain people. They wouldn't bury the average person in this cemetery. Only if it has to have a boy grave, or will have to be a long-standing member. So that's why it makes this cemetery more historic than ever. The grave of the family burying place of Joseph Brace Mears, a native of this island. For more than 40 years, a resident in the colony of British Guyana. I am to be gathered unto my people. Bury me with my father. So St. John is the parish, first of all, in which most of the white Barbadian population originated. St. John is the parish where you will find is where the white Barbadian population, most who are our ancestors, because most of them would have died out. So who living now will be ancestors, will be the ancestors. Their ancestors would have been from Scotland or Ireland. Most noted ones, the white Barbadians from St. John would have been Sir Charles Anthony Williams, which we refer to as Cole Williams, and his brother Ralph Busy Williams. There are two white Barbadians entrepreneurs from St. John. Cole Williams is also buried in this churchyard. Also, so Professor Henry Fraser, who was a lecturer at university, and he was a heart surgeon, a doctor. And Sir Kiffin Simpson, the guy who owns Simpson Motors, which is now Inchcape, which is the oil agents for Suzuki vehicles. They also specialize in Mercedes-Benz, Chevrolet, Isuzu, and Mitsubishi vehicles. Courtesy Garage, the Goddards from Courtesy Garage, which is the agents for Nissan vehicles. They now specialize in Hyundai vehicles. They are also from St. John. Many more, I don't know the names right now. The grave of Samuel Lewis Mears, born 1834 and died in 1922. He's the great-grandfather of Professor Henry Fraser as well. Samuel Lewis Mears By grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God. Ephesians 11 verse 6. Erected by his children. So many people visit this church daily, both tourists and locals. When the tourist boat is in, they meet St. John Parish Church is stopped, one of the stops. Right now the tourist season has died down until November, but tourists are still coming for the crop over Kaduma event, which is our carnival, which ended on Monday, 2 days ago. All the East Coast here. Looking straight into Martins Bay now, which is another fishing village on the East Coast. Martins Bay is in St. John. And you can see Bathsheba and St. Joseph, also on the East Coast. Famous for the rock formations in the sea. So all here is the East Coast. Nothing but east you can see from here. The map showing you how to get around and the different tunes in the churchyard. So this is the grave of Iris Banaki, first of all, and granddaughter Ivory Branch Bradshaw, near McConney, who died the 30th of August 1974 at age 91 years, and her granddaughter Iris Branch Banaki, Silver Crown of Merit, who died the 2nd of September 1988 at age 73 years. Iris Branch Banaki was the founder of Andromeda Gardens, which is in Bathsheba, St. Joseph, also on the East Coast, up the hill from Bathsheba. And he was a well-known horticulturist. Andromeda Botanical Gardens, when Iris Banaki died in 1988, it was entrusted to the Barbados National Trust, who runs it now. So this is the colored area here, because where the colored people are buried. I will start with this one first. Charles Miller Austin. I made an error on the first one and then I corrected it. Charles Miller Austin of Malvern Plantation. First of all, he was the first black man to own a plantation in Barbados, in St. John. And he was the grandfather of Sahara Bernard St. John, which we refer to as Brie St. John. Sahara Bernard St. John was the third Prime Minister of Barbados. He succeeded Tom Adams. After Tom Adams died, he was the Deputy Prime Minister to Tom Adams. Then when Tom died, he succeeded him. Sahara Bernard St. John was the grandson of Charles Miller Austin of Malvern Plantation in St. John. Charles Miller Austin was born on the 26th of May 1857 and died August 11th, 1942. And his wife Martha, who was born the 16th of September 1862 and died the 22nd of November 1948. And one of his grandsons, Henry Noel St. John, born the 17th of December 1924 and died the 24th of November 1966. So this is the colored area where the colored people are buried. The colored people are buried in one area, the Barrow, in loving memory of Ambrosine Barrow, who was born in 1880 and died in 1942, and daughter Ada C. Bridgman, who was born in 1907 and died in 1990. Bernard Leslie Barrow died the 23rd of April 1962 at age 88 years. I used to see Gilly. And the grave of E. Thorne Gollop, born in 1905 and died in 1996. He was the grandfather of now opposition leader Ralph Thorne and Sir Fred Gollop as well. Ralph Thorne is a new opposition leader. He has family from St. John. I don't think he's from St. John, but he has family in St. John. His daughter, Tony Thorne, used to live in St. John. I don't know if she still does. This is the Skinner and Chase tomb here. So St. John sits to the east of the island. It is also one of the rustic parishes in Barbados, one of the beautiful parishes in Barbados as well. In memory of Trevor Delisle Davis. Trevor Davis Trevor Davis is who Trevor's Way in out there by the port, out Pelican Village, down by the harbour side, by the British Town, by the seaport, is named after. Trevor Delisle Davis was born the 6th of August 1931 and died the 14th of July 1973 in a motor accident at Borders Hall at the Four Cross, at Borders Hall, St. George. So Trevor's Way is named after him, Trevor Delisle Davis. He's buried in this churchyard. This is the Taylor tomb here. Muriel Mary Louisa Taylor. This is all the Taylor family. And this is the Haynes tomb here, which is who the Haynes family came from England originally. But they had a lot of plantations in St. John, Guinea plantation, Malvern plantation, Newcastle, Easy Hall, all of them from St. John. The Carter tomb here. Some more of the East Coast. And in loving memory of the Honorable Richard Haynes of Easy Hall Plantation, which bordered St. John and St. Joseph, eldest son of J.A. Haynes, the Honorable J.A. Haynes of Newcastle Plantation, also in St. John, who died the 8th of May 1937 at age 81 years, at rest. In loving memory of Mary Howell Haynes of Newcastle Plantation, also in St. John, who died the 22nd of July 1957 at age 97. She was the last of the Haynes family to remain alive. She was the last to die out. Mary Howell Haynes of Newcastle Plantation in St. John, which is just down below here, closest to Martin's Bay side. And I forgot to mention the grave of Ferdinando Paleologus. Here lieth the body of Ferdinando Paleologus, descended from the emperor line of the last Christian emperors of Greece. Churchwarden of this parish from 1655 to 1656. Vestryman 20 years. He died the 3rd of October 1678. He was buried upright, just like how this is a column upright, he was buried in that manner. The grave of Thomas Henry Seeley. So these are some of the oldest graves in the Caribbean. I can't locate Carl Williams' grave yet. I don't know where he is. I know he's in this churchyard, but I don't know how far he is. I haven't seen any memorial or anything stating his grave or where it's located. This is the sundial. And over here we are now looking into Pot House Village in St. John. And we are looking southeasterly now. You can see Bath Beach, which is also in St. John. Bath is a long walk to get to there. Bath Beach, and you can see the old cable and wireless earth satellite station, which is at Bath in St. John as well. And you can see over to Concept Bay, which is in St. John, between St. John and St. Philip, which is a fishing village closest to College Savannah. That part of St. John is on the border of St. Philip. And you can see the East Point Lighthouse in St. Philip, and Fortescue as well. can see over to Colleton by the David Thompson Polyclinic. This is the Cleveland in St. John. David Thompson Polyclinic Healthcare Center. And this is the binoculars that you can look up and get a good view again. Pay $1 and you will get a good view of the East Coast. And the only colored person that is not buried with the rest is David Thompson, who was the sixth Prime Minister who succeeded Owen Arthur as Prime Minister from 2008 to 2010. David Thompson, he is mixed. His mother is a white woman and his father is a black man. He was born in England to Barbadian parents and came to Barbados at an early age. He lived in Barbados all his life. He was born the 25th of December 1961 and died the 23rd of October 2010. Beloved husband of Mara, father of Misha, Oya, and Orsa Marie, and adopted father of Dario. Prime Minister of Barbados from 2008 to 2010. Many Barbadians pay pilgrimage to this grave, David Thompson's grave. And the grave, and we are looking down at the Pothouse Village. This is just beneath St. John Parish Church. Thank you guys for watching now, and have a blessed day.